So, back to it. I don't know if this is going to be a thing I keep doing, but I'll do it for today at least. Have to say, second I got off stream and started just running on my own with music, went a lot better. I don't know if this will be a thing I do again. I just wanted to try it, see if it worked. I like the idea of doing outdoor streams, but maybe not for this. Maybe for something else. Anyways, we're about halfway there. I can tell. Oh, I see the bench. I have a few markers that I've memorized for my path. One of them is this bench that's coming up. Once I hit that, I know I've gone halfway. And then I turn around back. I dial back, and that's the run I make. That's the run I do for the day. Oh, boy. Probably would have been okay if I kept up the momentum, but no, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Sorry. First time ever doing one of these, I had to sit down for a minute. I was so burnt out. I don't know. Don't know why, but it just kind of burnt me out. Okay, we are fast approaching it. Second I got off, though, I was able to run very far. Hey, OC, how's it going? Good to see you. Yes, run in the forest, run. Okay. See this bench? This bench is how I know I've run halfway. Oh, hey, Robin. I forgot this was your personal account. Oh, hey, how's it going? Well, you're welcome here anyway. So you were smart having a personal and private account, personal and public account. I didn't do that. This account is my like personal account. Should have thought through that once. Okay. I like running outside because there's this weird thing where it's like you can't really chicken out of finishing it. See, now that I've run halfway there, it means, well, the only way to get home now is to run all the way back. Nice. That's awesome, Robin. I don't think I could do that. Yeah, so the only way to do it is I now have to get back. So it's kind of like if you get halfway there, you did it. Like it's done. The rest is just running. Yeah, exactly. No scenery, no variation. It's very monotonous. You know, I live too much of my life inside anyways. I need to get out more often, so just doing a thing where I just run inside is not really helping the problem. It's good to get like fresh air and see the trees and get very awkward and nervous around other people who are also running the path. You know, it's fun to do that with strangers. I took a break yesterday. I don't know if that was a smart idea. I should take a break and do like lower impact exercise, but I don't know if I'll like take a break and just not do anything like I did yesterday except sit on my stupid computer chair that I should stop sitting in for hours at a time. Unfortunately, I stream there, which is creating all these issues for me. I need a more comfortable place to stream from. Yeah, outside is good. Outside is good. And plus, you can bring your phone there. We're on our phones mostly anyway, so why not just do phone outside? Yes, I agree, very much so. But what my body doesn't need is for me to spend 6 or 7 hours sitting straight in my computer chair. That's what my body doesn't need. That's what causes some of these issues. Yes. Just jog. Just walk for a minute. So I had an idea for tonight's stream that I think will be fun. Tonight, or no, we can do it tonight. I wanted to wait for a weekend to do it because it's a little bit more involved. This doesn't count as tonight's stream, by the way. I'll do a normal one. I will probably take an hour or two to rest, though. A couple hours to rest before I do it. Yes, all those are a good idea. I might also do something like play tennis. I like playing tennis. I haven't played tennis in a while. Or racquetball. I loved racquetball. Racquetball was one of my favorites. I know it's an old man sport. I like it anyways. Robin, in many ways, I'm an old man stuck in a younger man's body. So I was thinking tonight, what we do is I'm gonna have everybody make a D&D character, and then we're gonna do a round robin. Everybody has to draw everybody else's D&D character. One person will have to draw somebody else's D&D character. Is my basic idea. I thought, yeah, we're old men at heart. We're just waiting for our bodies to age naturally into that. Listen, I like toffees. I enjoy a good toffee. I like World War II documentaries. In fact, my complaint is there aren't enough good ones being produced. And I'm ready to have a cane and go, yeah, you kids. Anyways, yeah, no, I thought that would be fun. That's a fun idea. I wanted to do that a few days ago, but I'm like, yeah, I'm going to save that for this weekend. So, everybody can have fun doing it together. And we don't have to worry about people waking up to go to work or school. Oh boy. Thanks, bud. We're halfway there. I ran half my distance. Now I'm just running the other half back. It's wonderful day, I have to say. The weather is nice. Weather is nice. The air is nice. Feels good. It feels good to be out. Not even really looking at my times right now. Okay, we're over yay, the bridge is coming down. I've run this one trail so much I know like the things, so that's nice. Okay. Yeah, it was. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. It's good weather right now. Just before winter, fall weather is good weather. I like this time of year. Summer is over, so it's not so blisteringly hot anymore, but it's not cold like it is in winter. This is kind of the perfect time. Probably. I don't know. My legs tensed up pretty hard today. I really still a little short about it. Yeah, I'm still making videos. For the first time I had to sit down while doing one of these. Like usually I can run these pretty straight through with no issue. But like for the first time today, I don't know, my legs were just in such pain. I had to like sit down. I don't know. That never happened to me before. It is pretty distracting with this thing, I have to admit. I don't know if I'll do this every time I do this, do a stream while I run. It is pretty distracting because it's like you can't, good running I find is about like kind of getting into a rhythm and focusing. There's somebody. And it's a little hard to do that while having a stream go on. Yeah. There's somebody behind me. I don't want to accidentally broadcast anybody but me. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of doing it like maybe every weekend. Like maybe Friday or Saturday I do it. So see this helmet right here? Every time for this whole week I've been running, that helmet's been out there in that exact position. I don't think it's ever going away. I think somebody just forgot it there and it's just going to stay there forever, which I find very funny. I once read about this tree in Seattle. Like somebody left a bike beside this tree and the tree grew around it. And I'm like, I wonder if that'll be our thing. The mysterious bicycle helmet that was left there. And thousands of years later, whatever creature now rules over the earth will find it and ponder about the civilization that used to live here. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe this will be a once a week thing. It's nice to get out. It's nice to do something a little different with the streams. I do too. I've made it my mission to never touch it. You know, it's funny. I've been making these running vlogs while doing this, every time I've done this. And the first one released today, but there's been a ton I've made. Kid with his bike. Never. It must be preserved there forever. I'll make that a Patreon goal or something. Or a Ko-fi goal, I guess. We are coming very close to the end, by the way. Like, this is the last little jaunt. These streams are easier when I have somebody here that I know, that I can talk to. It's a little harder when. Like, having you here while I'm doing this is a lot more pleasant than having a bunch of random people come in here and just yell "Messi is GOAT" over and over again, which was a little hard. Yeah, you can watch the early. I streamed at the start of this run, and then I was like, oh, I can't keep doing this. I need to take a break. And then I decided halfway at the halfway mark, I'll start up again. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's not like it's not certainly not the worst trolls I've ever received, but it's sometimes a little hard to focus with that. And I find running, like good running, is a lot about like focusing. You know, you got to kind of focus. It's about kind of getting your head in the right space to do it correctly. And and again, I don't really care about the whole Messi thing, but it is. I don't know, what do you say? Sure. I don't follow soccer, so I don't know. Okay. Probably one of the least good times. It's probably not going to be a great time I post, but whatever. It's not like I'm trying to make it to the Olympics. Although if the Olympic Committee wants to bring me in, I'll accept. I'm probably faster than like all of the runners. Yeah. No. I'm now working towards the Olympics. Oh boy. I mean, I am the fastest runner. Sonic the Hedgehog is what they call me. No, Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow is faster. Go for the... No, they'll create a new medal for me, I assume. Platinum. Platinum medal. Diamond. It'll be diamond. It'll be a diamond medal because my times will be so fast. Oh, the Olympics are coming up. I just remember that. Oh no, they just came. Sorry. I was thinking about the next Olympics are going to be in Los Angeles. Diamond platinum. A platinum medal with a diamond in it. There we go. A big diamond. Also, it'll be surrounded by rubies. So, and come with $1 million check. You know what's fun? Look at this little guy. You get to see all these squirrels while you're running. I like that. Turtles too. When I used to run out here, there was a rabbit hutch on the path, and I would always see a rabbit every time I'd run by. That was really cool. I miss seeing that rabbit. I've been trying to find it again. I had a rabbit as a kid. Did I ever tell you that? I had 2 pet rabbits actually as a kid. 2 rabbits as a kid. I thought about getting another one. Oh, by the way, Robin, I have a suggestion for you for something that I think you might like. That I think you'd really enjoy. They are neat. Do you listen to podcasts? Robin? I was going to suggest this to you yesterday, but I forgot to. Okay. Do you know Squirrel Girl? They made there's an official Squirrel Girl podcast produced by Marvel. That's really good. That I think you'd like. I think that'd be something you'd like. That's a really fun one. Squirrel Girl is a Marvel superhero. She has the power of being a squirrel. It's a fun character. More generally, I think one that if you're kind of burnt out with superheroes, weirdly, the Marvel Wasteland podcasts are really good. Yes, it's on Spotify. The Marvel Wasteland podcasts are really good. So Marvel produces all these official what am I saying? Produces all these official podcasts that all take place in the same universe. Nobody talks about these, but they're all really good. And I think you might be into that. They're all free. They're all free, and they get really high quality B movie actors to play the characters. So, but listen, The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. That I think that's one you'd really enjoy. You were saying that you kind of maybe wanted a more lighthearted superhero thing, so that's a good one. But if you want more intense ones, the Wolverine one that they made, the Wolverine Wastelanders one that they made is really great. It's about Wolverine in a post-apocalyptic future that was conquered by supervillains. And it's him and a young mutant team up to take down President Red Skull. Did I make a wrong turn? No, I did not. Oh, okay, good. You know, having somebody here made this really. Having somebody here I enjoy talking to made this really easy to do. Okay. Well, might as well keep going until the sun's currently in the thing. I can't see the. Good. I think you'll like them. They're really good. Honestly, this is a very controversial opinion. I kind of like them more now than the MCU. They're currently my favorite thing that Marvel has produced. Yeah. Not to overhype them, you know. I don't know. Yeah. I like podcasts because, like, when I draw, I like listening to podcasts. Because, like, in a weird way, like, I don't know. I feel, yeah. The Doctor Doom one is also really good. I haven't listened to them all yet, but. Yeah, well, I mean, I have an elaborate theory about that, but basically, they haven't actually found a protagonist again. Because in a weird way, in a weird way, Tony Stark and Steve Rogers were both essentially the protagonists of the MCU, and like the story is really about them in some ways. Yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately, the guys that they could have potentially built it around, unfortunately, have fallen off for reasons that are, well, one guy I'm thinking particularly, it could have potentially built it around Black Panther, but unfortunately, you know, the world got in the way of that, and we'll see. And they could potentially have built it around Black Panther and Peter Parker, but Black Panther, you know, unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman, tragically, and Peter Parker could potentially be the guy they build this around. But the problem with that is Peter is in this whole stupid legal limbo that he's stuck in. So I think, honestly, like, the MCU is... Here's my thing. I think once they need to introduce the X-Men. I think that's going to be the real motivator again. Once the fact that Wolverine and Deadpool was so successful, I think once the X-Men kind of come into all this, like, that's going to be the thing that everybody kind of rallies around, because, like, they have this whole big cast of characters that they can use then that they're not using right now. Which I think will be the thing, but we'll see. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I like the podcasts a lot, maybe just because they're good. The person playing Red Skull is one of the funniest. Anyway. Yeah, I think it's going to be the X-Men. See, you know, this is the weird thing as compared to, like, movies and comics. Like, in comics, all the main characters are still around. and they'll be around forever. They're never going to end. Whereas like movies, they eventually have to move on. Like Steve Rogers was a really good protagonist for like this whole thing because he's a fish out of water character. So it's like he's a fish out of water, so you don't need to like worry about that, so, And that's always a good, I guess, writing advice time. If you're writing like a sci-fi or fantasy thing, it's usually a good idea. Not all the time, but it's usually a pretty good idea for your main character to be a fish out of water in some way. Because that way it's very easy to go, okay, here's what's going on right now. I can just explain it to you directly. It's funny how, like, the original, in the comics, the Avengers are characters that, yeah, exactly. It's very easy to identify with Steve Rogers, and they don't really have that right now. And you need a sort of character like that, where it's like, you need somebody who is an outsider to the outsider coming in. And especially since the Marvel Universe has gotten so big, you're going to really need that. Yeah. I feel like that sometimes. I feel like that too, honestly. Oh. It's often easier. This is, by the way, almost the end of it all. Right at the end. I'm coming up to my house. Yeah. I mean, honestly, there's a few there's a ton of characters in the X-Men. Well, the X-Men offer such an easy idea because it's a school for superheroes. So it's like all you need to do is just get a new student coming into the school, and that's how you introduce everything. I always find it so funny that the X-Men, like in the 60s, Marvel, like, came out with like the easiest idea, like the single most perfect franchise, and like they never get credit for that, because I feel like so many other franchises now kind of nip at their what they created, and it's like, oh right, yeah, that was a good idea. Presumably you could get like Kitty Pryde or Jubilee, because like in the original X-Men cartoon, like Jubilee serves that as a character. In the movie, the movies, in the X-Men movies, arguably it's Wolverine that is that. I'm just positioning it so I don't show anybody else's house. I always walk backward when I'm filming this because I don't want to accidentally show anybody else's house. I guess I could just film like this, but that's not really a flattering angle, is it? Film like this. Yeah, it's such a perfect idea. Have you ever watched? As a kid, I liked both the original X-Men cartoon and X-Men Evolution. I was quite a big fan of both. Okay. Okay. By the way, made it back. Probably one of the longer runs I've taken, but made it back. Okay. I'm going to scroll away. I might accidentally close it, and if I do, I do, but I just want to see what my time was. Okay. Be back in a sec. I'm still on. Hooray. 1 hour and 15 seconds. No, 1 hour and 11 seconds. There we go. Which was pretty much my time yesterday, so. Okay, so I'm going to take a break. And I'll be on I'll be on later tonight, but I'm going to take a little break right now. Okay? So see you guys in a bit. This was an interesting experiment. I'm going to try it again sometime.